Your ancestors ate meat every day and lived with a clean heart for over 1.2 million years. But when you eat a burger, the World Health Organization calls it a carcinogen. What do you think changed? Because it wasn't the meat which changed, it's actually something surprising, which you'll find out later in this video. Section 1. The invisible poison on your plate. Walk into any grocery store right now. Go to the meat section and pick up a package of ground beef. It looks totally normal, right? It's the same food humans have eaten for millions of years. But here's what that label isn't telling you. That cow spent its entire life standing in a feedlot, not on a pasture. A feedlot, packed shoulder to shoulder with thousands of other cattle in a space barely bigger than its own body. It never saw a blade of grass. Instead, it ate corn, soy, and grain every single day. Now here's the problem. Cows have 4 stomachs designed to digest grass, not grain. But when you force feed them corn and soy, their digestive system goes haywire. They develop acidosis, their stomach pH drops, and ulcers start forming. But the farmer doesn't care, because grain fattens them faster. A grass-fed cow takes 24 to 30 months to reach market weight, while a grain-fed cow only takes 14 to 18 months. Time is money. Your health isn't part of the equation. So, to keep that cow alive while it's standing in its own waste and eating food that's literally destroying its stomach, they pump it with antibiotics. Not because it's sick, but because if they didn't, disease would spread like wildfire. In 2018 alone, factory farms purchased 25 million pounds of antibiotics. Let that sink in. 25 million pounds. And here's the insane part. 52% of those antibiotics were medically important to humans. The same drugs your doctor prescribes when you get an infection. They're feeding them to cattle every single day. Then come the hormones. 6 different growth hormones are approved for U.S. cattle, including synthetic estrogen, testosterone, and trenbolone acetate, a steroid so powerful it's banned for human use. Why? To make them grow bigger and faster. More weight equals more money. This isn't meat anymore. This is a pharmaceutical experiment sitting in plastic packaging at your local grocery store. Now rewind the clock 50,000 years. A prehistoric hunter tracking wild bison across the Great Plains. That animal spent its entire life roaming, eating wild grasses, building lean muscle by walking 10, 15, sometimes 30 miles a day. No feedlot, no corn, no antibiotics. When that hunter ate that bison, he consumed something fundamentally different than what's on your plate tonight. Even if you don't believe it, the numbers don't lie. Wild animal meat averages 4% fat. Factory beef sits at 25 to 30%. But here's what's terrifying. It's not just more fat, it's the wrong kind of fat. And that difference is literally destroying your body from the inside out. Section 2. What your ancestors actually ate. During the Paleolithic era, from 2.5 million years ago until agriculture around 10,000 years ago, humans didn't have supermarkets. They had spears, arrows, and survival instincts. They tracked wild game for hours, sometimes days, waiting, studying, and timing the kill. And when they finally made it, they didn't waste anything. They ate muscle meat, organs, bone marrow, brain, connective tissue, even the blood. Why? Because they understood something we forgot. Different parts mean different nutrients. Liver was packed with vitamin A, iron, and B vitamins. Bone marrow delivered healthy fats and minerals. The heart was rich in CoQ10, critical for energy production. They weren't reading labels. Their bodies just knew. Wild deer walked 10 to 15 miles a day. Bison migrated with the seasons. That constant movement created lean, powerful meat. A 3-ounce serving of wild deer delivers 26 grams of protein and only 3 grams of fat. Factory. Beef gives you 20 grams of protein and 15 grams of fat. Wild meat contains 2 to 5 times more omega-3s, with some studies showing up to 10 times more EPA, the fat your brain depends on. This is why ancient humans could run for hours, why their bones were denser, and why cavities were rare. No heart disease epidemic, no diabetes, no cancer explosion. Not because of better genetics, but because of better food. But then something happened, and it changed everything. Section 3. The exact moment. Everything went wrong. World War II ends. America builds the greatest industrial machine in history, and suddenly those factories need a new purpose. The government decides to feed the population cheap, fast, and efficient. Industrial agriculture explodes. Cattle are moved into feedlots. Thousands packed together. Why? Because faster fattening means more profit. Grass takes time. Grain is cheap. Corn and soy are heavily subsidized. Grass-fed cattle take 24 to 30 months. Grain-fed cattle take 14 to 18 months. Cut time, double money. But animals started getting sick. So in the 1950s, farmers discovered that antibiotics made cattle grow faster, not to treat disease, but to boost growth. By the 1970s, hormones followed. Estradiol, testosterone, trenbolone, approved, normalized, profitable. Meat became cheaper, production skyrocketed. Then the bodies started breaking. Diabetes rose in the 1960s. Heart disease became the #1 killer in the 1970s. Cancer rates surged in the 1980s. Antibiotic resistance emerged in the 1990s. Obesity exploded in the 2000s. Today, 35,000 Americans die every year from antibiotic-resistant infections. Coincidence? No. And instead of fixing food, they blamed you. Red meat causes cancer. Eat less meat. Go plant-based. They ignored quality and focused on quantity. Your ancestors ate meat daily and didn't die from modern disease. The difference was never meat. It was the system. IS Section 4, The Science in Solution. The British Journal of Nutrition, 2011, compared grass-fed and grain-fed beef. After 4 weeks, the grass-fed group had higher omega-3 levels and lower inflammation. The grain-fed group showed elevated omega-6 levels and inflammatory markers. Grass-fed beef contains 62% less fat, 65% less saturated fat, and significantly more omega-3s and CLA, a fatty acid linked to anti-cancer effects. Grain-fed beef contains almost none. So, what do? Option 1, buy 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Option 2, hunt wild meat. Option 3, eat less meat but higher quality. The same rule applies to chicken and pork. Choose pasture-raised and outdoor-raised animals. You don't need to eat like a caveman. You just need real food. The meat industry keeps telling you meat is the enemy. They're lying. Meat isn't the problem. What they did to it is. Your ancestors ate real animals. You're eating industrial products. The chemistry is different. The fat is different. And your body knows it, even if you don't. So don't subscribe if this video didn't change how you look at modern meat.